Good morning, everyone. We are so excited that you're joining us for our ribbon cutting of the Technology Bar. This project has been a long time in the making, and we're thrilled to have you join us today to celebrate the occasion of opening up Technology Bar to campus. I'm Amanda Pritchard, this is Brian Sherwood, and we're here to welcome you and to give you a little information on our lineup today. So Technology Bar is located in the lower level of the Student Union. We're live streaming this today because we know not everybody is able to physically be here and to fit in this space. We have a lineup of amazing speakers that are here to share some information of how they connected with us in this project.
Yeah, it's exciting to finally be here in person, Amanda. We've had so many virtual events over the last, 18 months, and while Technology Bar was getting built, and we're excited it's finally ready to open.
Yes, we're thrilled to be here on campus, and we want to go ahead and say thank you to everyone that helped with this project. We know that there were many individuals that contributed to building this space and developing it. So we have a couple of speakers here today. They're going to share a little bit about their input and interaction with the facility here. And this afternoon, we're going to have activities. So if you want to come and physically be in person, then you'll be able to join us this afternoon.
Absolutely, yeah, and we have some awesome volunteers that are here and will be here throughout the day. We're going to be giving tours. It's going to be a great time. So after our ribbon cutting, come by this afternoon for sure.
Yes, and without further ado, we have an introductory welcome from Frank Feagans. So we'll go ahead and pull that up and get that shared with you so that you can get a message from Frank.
Welcome to the Office of Information Technology's Technology Bar. The idea for a full-service walk-up technology help desk, conveniently located on campus and staffed by students, had its origin in 2018 within the Student Success component of the IT Strategic Plan. The late Shannon Sapisa was instrumental in the vision and in making it an IT funding priority. Shannon's client services team, led by Pool and Bot, took that vision and designed a compelling prototype. We then reached out to Dr. Gene Fitch of Student Affairs to get his thoughts. He very quickly recognized the potential benefit and subsequently engaged numerous student groups to gauge their interest and agree upon a fitting name and the spelling. Once receiving this critical student buy-in, Dr. Fitch generously contributed this space. We then engaged the UTD Facilities Department to finalize the design and provide the construction. In parallel, we worked with various technology solution providers, most notably Dell, to procure the technologies that you see today and will see more of in the future. The last and most important big step, however, was hiring and training the amazing student staff we have here today and every day. We're proud of the technology support and laptop loaner program you see here now. But as used to be on the TV late night channels, wait, there's more. We will soon be regularly showcasing new technologies and delivering timely, compelling technology videos in our stage area. The hope is this bar, leveraged by students, faculty, and staff alike, becomes the best bar on campus. Thank you.
Thank you for that message, Frank. We absolutely want this to be the best bar on campus. And throughout our presentations today, we're going to talk to you a little bit about what's on tap at the Technology Bar. What can you come and do here? What services are we ready to provide on campus? So to continue with our speakers today, Brian Dourty, the Associate VP and Chief Technology Officer, is going to be here to share a couple of words about how this project was developed and the steps that it took to get us started.
Thank you, Amanda. Good morning. Thank you all for being with us today. I want to start off just by talking a little bit about our commitment, and that's our commitment to our students, our faculty, and staff. We're here for you. We are a customer service organization, and we're here to help. We want to deliver relevant and high quality services to you. And in order to do that, we need your help. We need your feedback, and we need you to come to us. We're here to help solve your problems. I want to step back just a little bit and talk about the vision for the Technology Bar. Frank mentioned it in his video, but the genesis for this idea started actually in early 2016. We were looking at how we could better serve our campus population, and IT is located on the periphery. We needed a more central location, so we started that process. It's been a long journey. The vision has been driven by Shannon Sapisha, our late colleague who passed away recently. We miss him. We wish he could be here today. We know this would put a smile on his face. We were able to open up a walk-up help desk in 2018 over at the Research and Operations Center. We got a lot of good feedback on that, and we used that feedback to make this place a reality. As they say in real estate, it's location, 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 and this is a great location to serve our students and our faculty and staff. It's central to campus, and it's where they all congregate. Without our partnership with Student Affairs, this wouldn't have been possible. So we're very appreciative of them making this space available to us. Of course, it wouldn't be a speech without mentioning the pandemic. The pandemic set us back at least a year. We put construction on hold, and as construction started this year, we continued to run into supply chain challenges. In fact, unfortunately, the bar's not actually finished. We've got a few odds and ends we need to wrap up, and we're looking forward to having that done soon. So I want to finalize my comments here by thanking all of our partners again, especially Student Affairs, facilities for helping us make this come true, and all of our OIT staff that work tirelessly to make this happen. Without their input, without their hard work, we wouldn't be here today. So with that, I'd like to introduce Dr. Rafael Martin, who has a few things to say as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Good morning, Comets. I'm Rafael Martin. I'm the Vice President and Chief of Staff here at UT Dallas. And as many of you may know, for the last 18 months, my job has primarily been coordinating our response to the COVID-19 pandemic. So when I heard there was a new bar going into the student union, I was very excited. Turns out it's not that kind of bar, but I think it's still exciting. This is going to be a great place for outreach, for students and faculty and staff to come get their technology problems addressed in a timely fashion. And just this morning until 10:45, this is something that I've definitely checked out with our OIT staff. I'm going to be here at the Technology Bar, available to solve your technology problems. You may know my PhD is in public policy. So if you come down and let me try to solve your technology problems, you will get a door prize. If I actually solve your technology problems, you get 2 door prizes. So with that, I'll turn it back over and we'll continue with our program.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. Between his degree in public policy and mine in women's history, I'm sure we're perfectly equipped to handle any of your technology problems that you have today. So we might have to partner up and see how we can help support you. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce Dan Goodwin, who's the director of the Student Union. We've talked a lot today about partnerships, and the Student Union has had a critical role in our partnerships on campus with helping to provide us the space, working with us throughout construction, helping us with signage and equipment. They have been an integral part of developing the Technology Bar, and we're honored and privileged to share this space in the Student Union. Dan, welcome.
Hey, thank you so much. Unlike Dr. Martin, I will not be here to solve your computer problems. But good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you all today and to officially celebrate the culmination of a nearly 2-year project. Hard to believe that the first discussions of this project that involved us were had nearly 2 years ago. And while we could not have foreseen COVID-19 and the challenges it has presented, we are here today because of the commitment of OIT and campus leadership. And I must say, as an aside, that OIT has given a master class in how to successfully unveil a space. I think we're all on notice to aspire to build the kind of enthusiasm and interest in a project as OIT has done with this. So bravo to Amanda and crew. If I leave anybody off this list, please know that I inherently appreciate you, but I'd like to especially thank Feagans, Brian Dourty, Nurali Mohammed, Poland Bott, Amanda Pritchard, and Brian Sherwood from OIT for spearheading this project and leading its operations to date. No project can come together through a pandemic and a tight timeline without a good project manager. So I'd like to recognize Carmen Wright from Facilities Management for her hard work leading us through this project. A big thanks to LMC for their work renovating this space, working within our operations with the student union and our inherent constraints, and meeting such a quick turnaround time. This is yet another example of a good relationship that LMC and UT Dallas have together. So for those of you that are physically here, we are all gathered in what was once a student lounge, specifically called the Alma Mater Lounge. And over the years, it resembled more of a space where old furniture came to die. Or more excitingly, where students waited in line for a microwave. So it was a no-brainer for student affairs to turn over the space, given what we knew it could be, which everybody can see as a vibrant and engaging space that benefits our entire university community. The student union likens itself to the pulse of campus, an idea that if something on campus is happening, it is most likely happening in or around our spaces. We exist to foster a sense of community, to provide physical spaces, programs, and services for our university, to foster a better sense of belonging and success. So that OIT has brought the Technology Bar to the student union as a perfect fit. This is a place where our students can engage with the latest technologies, deepen their knowledge and love for tech, and as we've seen the importance of this over the last 18 months, ensure that their personal technology is optimally working. The Technology Bar is the perfect blend of student engagement and student access, and we look forward to showcasing this Technology Bar for years to come. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dan. And although we did used to have microwaves in this space, I want to note that microwaves are not a technology offered currently at the Technology Bar, but I understand they were relocated other places in the union for student use. So great. Well, thank you so much, Dan. I'm excited to introduce our next speaker. He has been a great partner with OIT throughout the last 18 months in keeping learning going, and that is Dr. Ravi Prakash, who's the speaker of the faculty.
Thank you, Brian. This is actually going to be a surrender statement. In the immortal words of this great author of the book that several of you might have read, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you know that human beings are only the third smartest species on Earth, right? Do you know who the smartest ones are? No? Second smartest. The smartest are the mice. Right? And if you read the book, you know that the mice have been training us, observing us for a long time, starting with the biologists and the neuroscientists, right? In the labs. And then about 50 years back, 60 years back, they kind of managed to convince a guy at Xerox PARC to come up with WIMP, Windows icons, menus, and pointers. And what do you need to control that? Mice. And you know, being a Unix warrior, I resisted for the longest time. I said, I'm not going to use mice. I'm going to use command line stuff. And then I finally gave up. And you see these guys, these are the biggest collaborators of mice. So the whole idea is when the big boss of all those collaborators asked me to talk, I just had no option, right? I am a defeated non-mouse warrior, finally submitting to all these collaborators. And so I'm here to tell you that resistance is futile. You might have tried, but it won't work. So come here, surrender, and get their help. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prakash. And in the words of Hitchhiker's Guide, so long and thanks for all the fish. We appreciate all of these partners so much in joining us in technology. And Dr. Prakash is right. If you haven't visited the Technology Bar, we absolutely will win you over. We have the best student employees on campus that are here every day ready to help assist you. We are so privileged to get the opportunity to work with some of the best and brightest students on campus. So we thank you all for your relentless service commitment to excellence, and providing this service to campus. We've got another speaker. Speaking of students, OIT regularly partners with student government. In fact, students, we should probably point out, were the large contributors to the name of the Technology Bar. And we know it's spelled wrong. But they were the ones that wanted this name. And because it is ultimately here to serve students, we wanted students to partake in it and the naming of it. So the Technology Bar was named by students. And we partner with groups like student government, and we host regular meetings with them so that we're ensuring that their voices are heard and that their needs are met, because we want to be able to serve to the best of our ability. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mounika Kalidindi, who is the Graduate Student Assembly Vice President for Public Relations. Mounika?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. First of all, a very hearty congratulations to Office of Information Technology for this grand opening. I'm Mounika Kalidindi, and I'm a master's student from General School of Management and in Business Analytics program. And currently, I'm also serving as a Vice President for Public Relations at GSA. GSA is a student government. It's an official governing body, which we represent over 9,000 graduate students. Since its inception in 2018, they've been constantly working on supporting students in their social, professional, and academic endeavors. And as a Vice President for Public Relations, I'm responsible for increasing the presence of GSA in the campus. And I handle social media, website, and marketing of different events, promoting different initiatives of GSA. And we have some of the events like very phenomenal and impactful events like Learn Diversity Series, that is like understanding and encouraging the diversity of different schools in UT. And also we have many charity and social events like the charity run, the blood donation drives, and also donating to Comet Cupboard. So I think it's more about GSA, but I also want to put my personal experience, like how I got help from Office of Information Technology. I'm an international graduate student, and it was really tough for me to be here, and my journey was not easy at all. And I had difficulty in gathering different resources for my graduate study. And I even don't have my personal laptop to complete my coursework. So I reached out to OIT, and they immediately assisted me by loaning a laptop. And trust me, for someone who couldn't actually afford minimum resources, it's a very big thing, and it's almost significant. It reduces significantly my burden, financial and the mental burden. So although it's a very small example that I have for OIT, but this is a very impactful I want to share about OIT. And I think this technology bar, which is started by OIT, is going to be a great service. And I know how enthusiastic and a lot of energy you have put into design this service. And I really like the location because it's in Student Union. And I was thinking I can just go and play pool, have a coffee at Starbucks and get my service done at OIT, at Technology Bar. And even the name, it's very impressive, especially that you got the pulse of students with the name Technology Bar. And one more special thing about today is I'm from India, and today is Diwali, which is the biggest festival in India, and it is known, we celebrate it for the empowerment, for the success and prosperity. And with that, I wish a very successful event of OIT for prosperity, and also to be successful in all the initiatives that take up from now on. Thank you so much for all your time.
Thank you so much, Mounika. And we will come back to the Diwali celebration as well when we get to our official ribbon cutting. So I did want to comment too on our name. I think the Technology Bar name fits right along with all of our other UTD names that we've had created over time. We've got the Togors that run around campus, we've got TMOC, and of course we have ENARC as well. So we'll add the Technology Bar and the spelling there to that list. So I want to introduce our last speaker. As Amanda said, we partner with student government regularly on initiatives and to kind of keep us honest, make sure that we're providing services that are valuable to students and are continuing to meet their evolving needs. So I'm excited to introduce Imaan Macchiwalla, who is the Vice President of Student Government.
Thank you. Good morning, all. I'm Imaan Macchiwalla, the Student Government Vice President, and I'm honored to be here speaking on behalf of the Student Government Senate and the student body as we celebrate the addition of yet another amazing student resource. With UT Dallas's recent return to full in-person operations, we've been shown just how important our common pride is. Seeing students studying together at the library, attending campus events, or even just hanging out at the Flint has brought light and energy back into our campus. We were shown that virtually or not, the common community grows and it thrives together. Although these past few years have been being virtual have brought forth many hardships, it has also opened many doors of opportunity. Students and faculty adapted to find new ways of teaching and learning that prompted the growth of technological knowledge. We now use Microsoft Teams as a daily form of scheduling, communicating, attending lectures or meetings, and viewing recordings. We see laptops as a required material to be successful during classes and just released a UTD mobile app. Technology is growing around us and UTD is staying a step ahead to make sure students have the necessary resources to learn and succeed in this innovative environment. The addition of the Technology Bar is a symbol of UTD's ambition to never settle, continuously making improvements to our campus to promote a culture of ambition and growth. Students are given transparency in seeing the projects and initiatives from OIT, along with the personal device support to keep us up to date. We no longer need to go off campus or spend hours on Google trying to figure out how to be familiar with all the upcoming technology. Comments can relieve our headaches and let go of feeling like grandparents navigating social media when a technology issue arises. Not only is the Technology Bar advantageous in its service to students, but it's also centered at a hub of social blooming. Being stationed just as you walk into the student union, students have very easy access to answer all of their tech questions while just being a walk away from playing pool or grabbing lunch. The Tech Bar gives students an innovative way to connect with campus and build community. For comments, it also builds upon our tech-driven campus and fosters an environment of adaptation. UTD does not look to be the present, but rather the future, always setting a standard of growth and making sure no comment is left behind. So I would like to extend a thanks on behalf of the student body to all that help make the Technology Bar possible and who have worked to give me and my peers a place to thrive as we become the future.
Thank you so much, Imaan, and thank you to all of our speakers this morning. Let's give them one more round of applause. Thank you. All right. And before we wrap up here, I do want to give another shout out to our afternoon of activities that we have lined up. So we will be here in the Student Union lower level all day long. We've got some amazing student groups that are coming and presenting on our big screen behind us here this afternoon. And we will have giveaways, tours. What am I forgetting, Amanda?
I think that's everything. It's tours every half hour, and for those who participate in our group tours, we've got some special swag so that you'll be able to enjoy that on your way out. Because I know Imaan said we're very close to some of the food upstairs, but we don't eat in Technology Bar. You don't eat where you scroll, okay? But yeah, so all afternoon, come and join us from 12 to 5, and at around 12:30, we have a special photo op. So whoever would like to come out and be in that picture, we'll have that today as well.
Yeah, and we're just really excited to welcome our student body and staff, faculty. Everybody's welcome here at the Technology Bar, so we're excited for that.
Absolutely. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay.
It's been a long time coming.
Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and do our version of the ribbon cutting. We're taking a slightly different viewpoint of the ribbon cutting today so that it's more of a symbolic gesture. I know that Mounika mentioned that it's Diwali, so we'll go ahead and cue the lights. The Technology Bar is intended to bring light to technologies on campus. So today's ribbon cutting is more symbolic of shining a light and brightening the path for all students to have access to the information and the resources they need. So we hope that this facility will help to brighten your path and to lighten your way and help you to be successful at moving at the speed of bright. Thank you so much for joining us today and for participating in our version of the ribbon cutting.
Thank you all.